What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, and I'm back. Yeah, and we're gonna take you back. Fantastic Four 101. Yeah, holy shocking death strikes at night. Yes, they're loading them in the coffins and wondering what's going on. What are these villains that brought so much fright? How they get into the Baxter building? Well, we'll find out right now, won't we, true believers? As we jump right back into the world of Fantastic Four. And you see the Thing is getting down with Alice. Yep, they are dancing around as the Human Torch is playing some music. Crystal's kicking back in the background. Now keep in mind at this point, Crystal is technically a member of the Fantastic Four. Sue is taking some time off to raise her baby. And fun fact, Agatha Harkness is the nursemaid, so all kinds of magical mischief happened a few issues back. You should check that out. Of course, the Thing takes a bad step, falls. The lobby man comes in and delivers an urgent letter. Apparently, someone has taken over the Baxter building the legal way. Yeah, they ended up buying it out. And of course, Thing gets pissed off about this, wondering how the hell this is happening. Johnny, of course, gets a little pissed off himself, decides to flame on. Of course, Reed, Sue come out and say it's scaring the baby. Johnny calms down a little bit, and Sue is actually a little worried. Reed's trying to calm her down, saying the Lord will take care of this, but he's wondering who this enemy is. Meanwhile, these mobsters walk in, and basically they're doing their thing, getting stuff ready. And these are actually the criminals. They're called MAGA. Yeah, I know. What can I say? It's back in the old days. Anyways, they're getting their suits ready, and these are actually bulletproof, laserproof suits. So these guys have actually done their homework on the Fantastic Four. And there's a big brain handling this, so there's a paycheck involved for these guys. Anyways, the Fantastic Four are out, having a family day, and Reed's still wondering how they're going to get everything out, if they have to, how many weapons they have. Of course, Johnny and Crystal are doing a little smoochy, and Thing, of course, the idol of millions, is showing off for the kids. And he always says he's ugly, but everyone seems to like him. I mean, all the kids like him. Thing is actually pretty cool. It's cool that he does that stuff. Anyways, I guess they deliver the message they finally took over the Baxter building. And of course, Johnny doesn't wait. He just flames on. Decides to smash his way through the building. Like I said, these guys are actually prepared for him. They have force-filled guns. Now keep that in mind. It comes into play later. And of course, their suits are fireproof. I mean, you actually get what you pay for with these guys. Anyways, they make like a force field around themselves, and they end up smothering this flame. Kind of a force attack. Anyways, they knock him on down. Johnny falls to the ground, and this is where they take their opportunity. They end up strapping Johnny up, tying him up, and they actually use him as a hostage. And this is actually a good play by them. Take one of them down and then have the Fantastic Four come to them. Even though it's their building, they do have the room secure. And of course, they're looking at all their plunder, wondering what they're going to sell off first. Of course, they do contact Reed, and they do wait for their next move. Now, Reed is actually wondering what the hell is going on, why they know the layout of this place so well, and why they're actually so prepared. But, they bought the building, so they're just able to walk on in. Of course, they go after Thing next, using gas to knock everyone out. And this is probably the best way to do it. I mean, if you're low tech and you only have a certain amount of weapons, this is the best way. So, you got to give them props for that. Anyways, they managed to knock out the entire Fantastic Four. They seal them up in coffins, and they're going to do some dastardly deeds. And of course, you noticed, yep, I did place in an old ad just to give you an idea on how old this comic is and how far we're actually taking you back. I did throw in a few of these, just to give you that nostalgia feeling. Anyways, they pull up the truck, they decide to dump them in the ocean, and there they go, floating off. You can almost hear the Mario music. Do 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 do. And of course, another classic ad, bringing it right to you. And of course, Crystal's the first one to break out, and Reed's right behind her, using his elastic power. He's trying to get everyone out, but he knows the Thing will smash his way out as he's trying to get Johnny, because Johnny's actually weak underwater. Of course, he's the Human Torch. Why wouldn't he be weak underwater? Thing, of course, smashes his way out, grabs Johnny, and of course, Reed is pissed. He wants to take the Baxter building back, and this is one thing: you do not piss this man off. Reed is pretty easy going for certain things, but if you mess with his building, if you mess with his family, he is going to come after you with everything that he has. Now, this is what they don't realize, is that Sue's actually there, and Sue actually starts causing mischief. Of course, they do see her, he takes a swing, but Sue is actually using her force fields now. I do love how Sue actually kicks a little more ass in this, because back in the other issues, you know, she was pretty docile, she would get captured a lot, and literally she's just taking these guys to work, using whatever she can, whenever she can. And of course, those martial arts skills do come in handy. So she's trying to take them out, trying to stall for as long as she can, hoping that her team will get back to her. But of course, and I mention this all the time, the numbers game. The numbers game, the numbers game, the numbers game. This guy comes out of nowhere, you know, he's the boss. Thing actually grabs a hold of him, but before he could, he lets off a few rounds, but her force field is actually stronger and faster. The bullets start ricocheting around him, and this guy quickly gives up. Of course, he pulls his gun out. Do the classic, you know, you can't do this to me, you can't do this to me. And the lobby guy ends up shooting him out of the blue. Now they're wondering what the hell and why the hell he did this. He didn't have to. Basically, he was already captured. And this is where they figure it out. This man right here is a man that's been bankrolling them with weapons and also suing them. He wanted vengeance, and he tried the legal way, he tried the illegal way, and he still ended up getting caught by the Fantastic Four. And that's the way that it's got to be. And you know me, I'm the main man, Jack Slater, the man with the plan. You know how it is. And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.